Brian Powell of I Run Far here with Fernanda Maciel before the 2017 UTMB. How are you, Fernanda?
Hello. I'm great. Yes, I'm feeling great here in Chamonix. I came to Chamonix 4 weeks ago, so I've been training in the court and also doing some high mountains. So yeah, it's very special. This is the why I come to UTMB. Always is a pleasure to come here to Chamonix just for training.
Yeah.
And after the race is
Have you all?
good.
You've been coming to UTMB for a very long time now. Have you always tried to come here for a few weeks to train on the course?
Yes, I live 7 hours by car from here. So for me it's easier just to come before, and yes, to train in the trails is perfect.
Now the trails here are so wonderful. When do you decide to stop training? How much of a rest do you give yourself?
Well, I just arrived from my training. I have just 1-2 days off before the race. It's not too much. It's hard to be in day off here in Chamonix.
It is. The temptation is strong. You've raced a lot less this year. Why is that?
Well, like last year I raced a lot, so when I came to UTMB I was like completely exhausted. So this year my strategy was different. So I didn't do a project before the race, and I had just 2 races before UTMB. So I'm feeling more fresh, like very fresh. My body is great, so yeah, it's okay.
This spring you ran the Marathon des Sables again. How was that?
Well, it was hot, for sure, but yes, this year I did 3 hours faster than last year, so I felt much better. I carry much food than last year. Last year I was coming from Aconcagua, so my body like got crazy because from high altitude and cold, then to the desert and hot. So this year I had a great experience there. It was amazing with like more food because it's 1 week racing. And yes, and now it's my second race. It's the second race in UTT World Tour that I do also. So after UTMB, I'm finished.
So what was the other race you did? You did Marathon des Sables, and did you have one other race this season?
No, just UTT to Mont Blanc, yes.
Yeah.
So I did a short race like in Lavaredo de Cortina as a training, and some 2 races in Catalonia as a training. But yes, the big one will be UTMB.
So you've had a couple chances to see where your fitness is. And how do you feel? Do you feel strong?
Yes, I don't know because I didn't race a lot, but during the trainings I'm feeling good. Like I broke the bone and ligament of my hand, so that scared me a little bit before UTMB because I couldn't move my hand and I felt so sore in my arms, but now I can use the poles. I usually, for UTMB, I like to use the trekking poles because it's long climbs. And now I can use, so I'm more comfortable with that, so I'm feeling good.
So you'll take the brace off for the race, or?
No.
You have to?
No, it's broke, so I need to use, because then I can use the trekking pole, otherwise cannot.
Now, does that make you a little scared in the race to already have the broken bone?
No, because I did the loop as a training, so sometimes I need to put my hand and my arm in the cold water, but that was 2 weeks ago, so now it's getting better. Each week my hand is getting better and my arm too, so I think for the race maybe I can feel a little bit sore, but my legs I think it will be worse. So it's okay.
Now, with all the experience you have running UTMB, do you have any tips for other people who might run it in the future?
I think it's very long race, and also you have seen that many runners, they have stomach problems. So this is because you push harder, and also because it's like so long. And I think if you can eat like more natural food and some solid food, sometimes it's better. Then it keep your stomach like working, and well, it's working but slowly. It's okay.
Do you take some gels, or is it all real food for you?
No, I take gels as well because sometimes you cannot eat. So, but it's important to try. I know that it's very hard to eat, but sometimes you need to take it easy and eat some solid food just for your stomach.
What do you do? What solid food do you eat?
I have sushi, but with just avocado and some little potato. Yeah, just that, or some a little bit of rice. But it's just like 1 spoon, you know, when I go to the checkpoint with my support crew, but just that. And after, well, it's natural bars and banana and dried fruits is good.
Have you ever tried taking the little sushi rolls with you in a little
Yes.
baggie? Yeah?
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah.
you?
Yes, I bring. I love sushi, sorry.
No.
It's a great excuse to eat Japanese during the race.
You have run Ultra Trail Mount Fuji before.
Yes.
Yes.
I had that.
Yeah?
In the Mount Fuji as well. Like, I love Mount Fuji. This is why. I raced there 4 times because it's always sashimi and sushi.
So be happy that it'll be back next year?
Well, let's see.
Let's
I've been there 4 times. Sometimes I know that it's good to change the location, but I love Japan. Japan is it's an amazing country. The culture and the trails there is lovely. The temples, the Mount Fuji, the mountain is great. Well, it's inspiring race.
What was the first year you ran UTMB? Was it 2010 or did you run earlier than that?
I did 2009. I did the TDS. It was
Okay.
the first edition of TDS, and I love TDS because it's very technical, wild, just remote areas. And yes, it's my favorite race. But then after TDS, I want to run a little bit more, so I tried UTMB. So I did it in 2010. UTMB, I finished 4th. Then 2012, finished 7th. 2014, I finished 4th.
Yeah.
So in 2015, I couldn't finish, and yes, I spent like 5 hours without light.
Oh.
So it was like very stressful to be running without light. But well, and yes, this year again, let's try.
So between 2010 and now, have you seen the level of the women's competition increase?
Yes, for sure. You have lots of women, and also because the lap, like the time between one woman and the other one is minutes.
Yeah.
So if you stop to do a piece, so one woman is passing you. So in the past, no, it was like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour or 1 hour between the first woman, the second, the third. But now it's like 5 minutes or 10 maximum. So it's very short time, and we are always running together. It's good because we are always friends,
Yeah.
and you can see each other and you have the pleasure to share some time together. But yeah, for the race it's hard.
Well, best of luck out there, Fernanda.
Oh, thank
Enjoy.
you so much. Yes, and I hope everybody can enjoy and suffer as well, because you can suffer because you push hard, but enjoy because the Mont Blanc is very special and magic.
Nice.